Okay, cool. So that's what I wanted to pull up. So basically, this whole thing is about Google Analytics, and the reason why I'm showing you this is so that we'll be on the same page as to what's the purpose of using Google Analytics and how it works. And whenever you run in a campaign, you will know exactly what to look for, so you will know what to be expecting and what you get. Like, you just want to be aware of what's going on, because a person, whether you're dealing with me or whoever else, a person could just say they doing something for you, but if you don't really know what they doing, then if you don't have a high level overview of what they doing, then they could just try to run games. So I like to be on the same page so that we work together as a team. Again, my business and your business, we business partners in a sense, right? So right now, I click next, and I'm on the page that says see how it works. All right, so after that, it's going to be a short video. All right, so basically what you're looking at is Google Analytics is showing you, some numbers, say age 24 to 34. So it's giving you information about the age range of the people who visit your sites. It's telling you different information about their behavior on that page, their click rate, their bounce rate. And so Google Analytics, it tells you all that information. It gives you, it's breaking it down by male and female, and it gives you their bounce rate, which is the behavior. So when anybody comes to your page, you're going to have another session. It's 91,000 sessions that came up because every web page is stored in a session. And that's another technical detail, but if you want to know more, I can tell you. So bounce rate is how many people came to your page, and what's the rate that they found your information relevant, So because if you click on a page and you thought that page was about soccer and then it ended up being about something else, you're going to immediately click off. Or if it takes too long for that page to load, you may click off, or whatever the case may be. It's the percentage of whether or not people are coming to your web page and they're staying on your page. And so if you see you got bounce rate, meaning folks who bounce off, you got page session and session average duration, which is 2 minutes and 48 seconds. That means people who come on this page, they stay on there an average of 2 minutes and 48 seconds. And you just kind of use the revenue, transactions. You can get all that kind of information, all right? So I don't know I hope that answers your question. And so it's just continuing to give me more information about what other interests that they like. The people on your page also interested in arts and entertainment, sports, and it just gives you a bunch of information. So that's what Google Analytics does. And we're going to look at how you would actually, what's the most important thing that you can measure when you're looking at that, because Google Analytics is going to give you a bunch of information, a bunch of data, but it's like having a hammer and a bunch of nails. Like, you could do a lot of things, but you don't have no strategy behind it. You just got a bunch of tools, right? So Google Analytics is going to give you a bunch of tools to play with, but you have to have a strategy on how to do it. And so now we're clicking on goals. So the purpose of this, you want to have goals that you want to accomplish. And so this one is, we want to have some kind of goal to say how many purchases were completed, right? And so basically you're just creating a goal. And once you push continue, you would try to you will give it the name purchase completed, and then you will give it the website URL, which page on your website do you want these people to go to. And if it's if you want to measure how many people come from your cart, they check out some of your cart and they actually complete it, you can measure all those pages and see on which page did you get the most visitors, because this is a funnel. That's actually what we're doing. We're looking at the funnel. And we know from a funnel, when you pouring water into a funnel, it siphons through to the bottom, right? And so that's just like a funnel in sales. You want to push as much people to your page as possible, knowing that only a few going to buy from you, but you can see where at they started. And so this is purchase completed. You see cart. It says 9,000 people came to this cart. And it tells you how many percent went down to actually do the billing. So from that 9,000, 3,000 actually went and completed the billing part, which is 80%. And then it goes down some more to, of those people who did the billing, how many actually clicked on the payment. And then you got another 83%, 2,000 people Then you keep on going all the way down till you see how many people actually completed the view. So you started with 9,000 and 2,000 people actually completed the view. And you can measure that and you can see which page is people falling off. So if you know if you know these are your numbers, right? You can see how many people came to your page and they went into a cart and they actually completed. You can track those pages and kind of get an idea what could you have done better to make you get even more percentage of people who come into your cart. Does that make sense? Yeah. All right, so that's what Google Analytics is. And if you click next, it's going to come to another slide. All right, and so the next slide is the Google Analytics summary. And so I just want to give you a summary. So Google Analytics, it allows you to track your to manage your goals. You create goals and you measure them, you monitor them, and you make decisions based on how you're performing. Behavior. Google Analytics allows you to understand your customers' behavior. T is for threats. Google Analytics not only it allows you to see the threats, it allows you to see the changes in the market, and you can see what the trends are and what everybody's starting to do. And you can like, hey man, I know this. Like if you're running a campaign on some kind of thing like for Christmas, and you know during like Christmas time, there's a certain theme that goes around, probably Santa. You could be doing some kind of theme, and you see everybody popping on that, and all the way up until maybe January or February, that whole theme is popping still. And so you doing a campaign, but as you start seeing the numbers start to slow off, you can say, okay, the numbers are starting to slow off from people who really still into this. Let me not spend as much advertisement dollar on this. You know what I mean? So you can see threats, and of course you can see opportunities. So that's what Google Analytics provides, and that's how you do it. Now, and I push next. I'm on slide 6. All right. So how can I use it? So go to the next slide. So again, this is your strategic marketing campaign, right? So you have the vision of your business, whatever your vision is. To accomplish that vision, you have to have goals. So let's say in your case, your goal is make my gym the leader of signups in 2018. Now your goals have to be macro, meaning like a broad goal. Now your objectives are things you do to accomplish this goal. Now these are the micro. So your goal is to make your gym the leader in signups in 2008. So your objective is to increase signups by a certain percentage amount. Now you can look at the benchmarks, and I need to send. I'm gonna send that over to you. I have a PDF. It gives you the benchmarks of all industries, and it tell you about the health industry. It tell you about all kind of different industries. Yeah, I'm gonna give you that, and it tells you like what other marketers are doing, like what's the percentage people are getting for their conversions. And the conversion again is a person who went through your funnel. Maybe they signed up for some newsletter, and then you put them to email marketing, and then eventually they end up buying something, right? So conversion is the people who started, they sign up to your newsletter, and they actually bought something. That's the conversion. So this benchmark has all information about what's the conversion rate and what's the average bounce rate and all that kind of stuff. So that's objectives. We want to increase our signups by 10% over the next six months. Should have been 12 to be complete, 2008, but the next one is KPIs. So the KPIs are things that the measurements, the key performance indicators that you want to use to measure whether or not your objectives are like meeting point. So in our case, what are the key performance indicators that we want to measure? And those would be engagements, inquiries, and acquisitions, because we know that, and I'm gonna go over it next, but you want to first see how many people you engaging with, because you know if it's a funnel, the more people you engage, the more people gonna be interested in, they're gonna ask you more questions about what you got. And the more people who ask you about questions, they more likely gonna make a purchase. That's just the funnel. That's the way marketing works. And then the last one is strategy. Different kind of strategy you want to use to implement this whole thing, and it's Google AdWords, Facebook, et cetera, social media marketing, all that. But one thing that they all have in common is you go to the next page, is A.I.D.A. And I'm going to explain this to you, and I'm going to tell you how it works. A.I.D.A. is attention, interest, desire, and action. And what those are, if you go to the next page, is this model that everybody uses in social media, this funnel thing that we keep talking about. The more people you get aware about a certain topic, the more that's going to funnel down to this next level, which is being interested. And the more people that's interested, they're going to funnel down to having a desire in whatever you offer. And the desire part is your offer. Like, only you can control that. Only you can be able to say what kind of offer I'm gonna get, and people will be desired. Now, as us, like as me as a social media digital marketer and a website builder and all that, I can control the awareness and the interest. I can get you popping. I can get you up there on the websites. I can create posts for you. I can do all these things for you to get the interest up, the word of mouth though. But it's on you to create the offer that people actually want. And then the people that the offer will make the action, which is to click on it and buy it or do whatever. So if we go to the next thing, next slide is KPIs. So we're going to see how this all works. This KPI is working as far as funnel. And it's just like what we saw in Google Analytics. You have this A.I.D.A model. And if you're on slide 11 and you see this A.I.D.A model, click next one more time where you get the things come up. All right, so we engagements. We just said in our terms, we're going to measure engagements, increase, and acquisitions. And what the engagements are is it's like clicks on our page, likes if we have some kind of review, website visits, whatever we can measure to say, hey, a lot of people are checking us out. So we know we got the awareness part going down. The reach is the same thing as the increase or the interest. Like, how many people are you reaching? How many people are following you? How many people are sending you emails asking you about whatever it is, offer that you got going on, whatever. All right. And the desire is the actual leads. If people desire you, people are not going to give up their email to just anything unless they actually want it, right? Like you've been offered some kind of thing and you don't want to give your email up because you're like, hey, I'm not that interested in this. You know, I don't desire it that well. But things that you really want, you will give your email up, and those are your leads. That's what you consider a lead. Like, hey, this person. Now you have different levels of leads. You have the cold leads, the medium leads, and the hot leads. Cold leads are people that you just call, like you just randomly call or you randomly send an email. You found the email somewhere and you call them or you contact them. Those are cold leads because they don't know anything about you and they most likely going to say no. But there's a percentage that someone will say yeah. A medium lead is somebody who's showing some interest, but you don't really know. Like you really, you know, they sound like they down, but they may not. Like that's a medium lead. A hot lead is somebody when you use Google Analytics, when you use Google AdWords. The way that works is these are people are searching for it. Like they searching like how to buy fitness, whatever, where to sign up for fitness at in Harvard area. These people are looking to buy something. They may not buy it from you, but they looking to buy it. You know what I mean? So those are hot leads. Now a lead is just somebody who you contact you have. That's basically all a lead is. And so that's the desire. They'll give you the information if they desire what you want. And then, of course, conversion is action. So this is how we're going to do our social media model. We're going to get the awareness out. We're going to get the interest out. And whatever offer you have when we putting up our post, people going to desire it. And then they'll make whatever actions that we're calling them to action. And then this just the last couple of screens is just some social media information. This is from a website blog called Hootsuite or something like that. You should check. Yeah, you should check them out. And it's just telling you that 70% of marketers plan to increase their video ads next year. So video ads because if you think about it, people want to know what's going on, but some people would rather watch a video than read a blog. So YouTube, the way it works is you want to get some kind of following. Whether platform you get with, whether it's Facebook, Twitter's, you're going to get some platform that you want to get on. You can even get on Google Plus Business. Whatever platform you want to focus, say this is my main thing, and you want to build that up, and you want to like offer valid or valuable content to people, whether is some information about this, whether it's a motivation, whether it's a how-to, whether it's an offer, discount, or whether it's a product that they actually need and it doesn't matter the price of it, because they actually is something that they've been looking for. Whatever it is, you want to give them value, continue to give them value, continue to give them value. And what they've shown is that YouTube, because people are always searching how to do this, how to do that, right? You want to put some video up on YouTube, and it's shown how many six figures. Have people 6 figures per year is over 50%. That's crazy. This is a video that I can do that I did for mine. Yeah, and it'll be some like it'll be however you want it. But anyways, so that concludes the presentation. That's pretty much it. That's kind of all I want to show you. I just kind of want to make sure that you understood how everything worked and where we at with this. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Google, and like mostly everything Google does, and that's why I like Google. Google is free, man. Everything they have is free for a small business. And then of course, if you start blowing up and you make over, like if you get over 10,000 hits, like 10,000 people per month, if you getting that number, then they gonna bump you up and tell you to go to another place, you know, or either pay for. I'm sorry, to pay for like another service. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Well, kind of. It's not. It's kind of. It's actually the Google AdWords part, and that's what I was saying earlier. So you. So let me say. So you have a lot of Google products, but you have Google Analytics is just tracking the behavior, right? You have Google Tag Management, which I know you never really heard of. That just tracks the behavior. Tag Management. I'm gonna tell you all of them, but write them down, and I can tell you what they mean by each one of them. So all right, so to be on, like, it'll be better. Just let me go in order. So Google Analytics is just track the behavior. You can write that down. It tracks the behavior of the user. What's the next one that you got? Google AdWords is where you actually bid on keywords and for what people are searching for, and to have your ad placed, have your post placed. So if you have a coming soon, whatever post up, you can pay Google AdWords to promote your advertisement, and that's what you're looking for. That's the main thing you're looking for. All right, so that's Google AdWords. What's the next one? Google Tag Management is a tagging mechanism to where you can track how people come in, because if you're using different forms of media, like Google Analytics is not going to tell you. It's going to tell you where people are coming from, but it's more helpful. It's essential for you to have a tagging system, so you can tag everybody who comes into your funnel with some kind of tag, like whatever it is that you need. Like he came from Facebook, or he applying for this funnel or this campaign or whatever it is, so you can track and see which ones are working. You can get right into the numbers. Not only track the platform. So your funnel, cause you know how we just did this whole funnel, right? How we saw the funnel, you saw the engagements and then coming in, right? You engage a lot of people and you send them to a funnel. Your funnel is your actual website. People interact with you, they come to your website. That's the basis of your funnel, your home page. Now from there, you want to try to get them to sign up for something so you can get their email, and that's putting them into your actual marketing funnel. But to get them to your funnel is through your website. That's the purpose of what a website is to send traffic so you can get their information, basically. A website, that's the purpose of it. So Google Tag Management, whenever people come to your website, Google Tag Management, it tracks all kind of information about them, which site they came for, which Google Analytics tells you, but you can track which site they came for, which link they clicked on, which post were they interested in. Like you can track it to see what's this person's interest, like because a person who come into your page to sign up for a boot camp, interest is totally different for somebody who coming in to sign up for some long-term plan. Because boot camp, they got some kind of event to go to in the next couple of weeks, a month, and they want to try to get it in fast as they can. So their interest is different from a person coming in for long-term, So in whatever other offers you have on your site, while you have medicine and supplements, their interests are going to be different from somebody who just coming in for organic, healthy lifestyle workout. So you want to track this kind of information to kind of see what ads are working the most, what's the most interest that people are coming to. Because if nobody coming checking out this other thing, then you can stop putting money into that advertisement, Yeah. So Google Tag Management does that. Google AdSense is what you actually, AdSense, yeah, AdSense sense. Google AdSense is what you get paid from Google. If you, just the same way you are paying Google to place your ad somewhere and return somewhere, you can also have Google to place your ad somewhere. Let me say it again. Just like you pay Google to place your ad somewhere and then let somebody click on it, right? So you can get them to come to your page. Google allows you to put somebody else's ad on your page, on your blog, so somebody click. So if somebody's selling a supplement, right, and they got an ad to send people to their page and they selling some kind of supplement, and you write an article, you have a website designed for fitness, you have an article you tell them about some kind of six tips to get a 6-packs or whatever the heck it is. And if they have an article and you allow Google to place ads on your website, Google will place specific ads target whatever your article is. And if people click on it, then Google gives you a percentage for like helping that person get people to their page. And so it's like you help out people, they help you out kind of thing.